Final score from Cleveland, Ohio. Your Kansas City Chiefs 37. The Cleveland Browns 21. Your Kansas City Chiefs advance to 8-1, being the best team in the AFC. 8-1, Kansas City Chiefs, keeping that game-and-a-half lead over the Los Angeles Chargers. How they do it? Let's get to it, buddy. Let's get to it. The Chiefs win the toss, of course. They defer. Every game this season, the Chiefs have kicked off. Most of those times, they deferred. They kick off the ball to Cleveland. Cleveland facing 4th and 1 at the Kansas City Chiefs 47. Go for it. Nick Chubb was stopped short. Andy Reid didn't challenge it. You would have won it, coach. He didn't challenge it. Well, here comes the Browns. Chiefs hold them then. They punt. The Chiefs get the ball thrown 5-yard line and then march. They get to the 50-yard line and then 2nd and 10. Patrick Mahomes dumps off a screen that Alex Smith would be proud of, and 50 yards later, Kareem Hunt down the sidelines for a touchdown. 50-yard TD pass on the screen. And the Destruction Overdrive offense was in full freaking form, baby. Chiefs up 7-0. Here comes Cleveland, though. They come down to kick a field goal. Chiefs go back, down 7-3. Offense keeps in form, buddy. Just keeps going down the field. Travis Kelce catches. 11-yard touchdown pass. It's 14-3 Chiefs. There comes the Browns. Them pesky Browns were not going to go away, folks. Them pesky Browns were not going to go away. They stayed at it. Then the Kansas City, then they scored a touchdown to make it 14-9. Then Greg Robinson, I guess he got scared or something. I thought Todd Haley was the only offensive coordinator like to go for 2 points on a consistent basis. Went for it and missed. Well, that just inspired the Chiefs to come back down the field. Chiefs go up 21-9. Just before halftime, the Browns score to make it 21-15. They go for 2 in the miss. The Chiefs get the ball then back with 26 seconds, try to make something happen. Patrick Mahomes gets called for an intentional grounding penalty, which was kind of crazy, folks. There's a rule that you have to make sure the ref gets back behind the center of the quarterback, and that was a bullcrap call. Patrick Mahomes gets intentional grounding. Tries to throw a Hail Mary. It was intercepted. So the Chiefs were only up 21-15 at half, and you felt like at halftime, man, we've been controlling this game. We've been controlling this game, but we're only up 6. But since Andy Reid loves to defer, get the ball at the second half, he always comes out. The Chiefs, I need to look this up, because it seems like the Chiefs, every time they get the ball opening up a second half, they score. Every freaking time. Let's see, the Jacksonville game they did it. The Patriots game they scored. The Bengals game they scored. I'm going back with me. This is off the top of my head. The Broncos game they scored. Today they scored. The last 5 games that I can think of off the top of my head, the Chiefs came out in the third quarter and scored a touchdown. They did it today. Extended their lead to 28-15. Then the Chiefs hold the Browns to punt. Damian Williams with a beautiful block punt really sealed the game. The Chiefs only had to go 20 yards for Kareem Hunt to make a great touchdown run, 11 yards. Chiefs go up 28-15, or 34-15. Butker misses his second extra point. He hadn't missed an extra point in his whole NFL career, which is basically going into, this is his second season. He misses another extra point, second week in a row. Are we wearing out Harrison Butker? Is he kicking too many extra points? Come on, Butker, get those kinks out. We're going to need you in the long run. The Browns go down to score. The Chiefs had a chance to score again. If there's anything negative about Patrick Mahomes this evening, or this game, with the Chiefs up with 5.5 minutes left in the game, Patrick Mahomes took a 14-yard sack that the Chiefs out of field goal range. A field goal would have put the Chiefs up by 19 with 5.5 minutes left, but Patrick Mahomes tried to make a play. He fell down. It was a 14.5-yard loss, took us out of field goal range, but the Chiefs defense holds. The Chiefs win 37-21, advancing to 7-1, 8-1. 8-1, the best team in the AFC. The New England Patriots, Green Bay Packers game is just underway. So we're all definitely going to watch that. But regardless, after today, the Chiefs, no matter what the Patriots do this evening, are still the best team in the National Football League. Let's get to some negatives, folks. Our middle linebackers are still not playing up to their potential. I know Anthony Hitchens was hurt. In this game, the Browns scored their last touchdown. It was 3rd and goal at the 22. Chris Jones just had a monster sack. 3rd and goal at the 22. The Chiefs are in total control of the game. They try a dump-off pass for 8 yards. Anthony Hitchens, after he tackles the guy, swings at the guy. He swings a punch at him. Unsportsmanlike conduct. The drive stayed alive. Anthony Hitchens, we're paying you too much freaking money to not play very good. And after that play, it looks like we're paying you a lot of money to not be very smart. Hitchens, you can't be doing that kind of crap. We're going to need you to be smart long term. We let go of Derek Johnson, who was at the end of his career, because we gave you a lot of money. Hitch, can't be doing that crap. Snap out of it. You need to play better, because him and Reggie Ragland, they're just not making plays. Our middle linebackers are still slacking. It sucks. I mean, people say, Shaggy, why are you so negative about it? We're great. We're 8-1. Why are you so negative about the middle linebackers? I'm negative about the middle linebackers because we can't, as Chiefs fans, just look over the negatives because we won. Oh, well, we won. Oh, well, we won. We won. Let's just look over the negatives. Because in January, all the negatives that you choose to overlook will be exposed. 2 years ago, Alex Smith only threw 15 touchdowns, and I'm not picking off on Alex Smith. Follow me here. 2 years ago, Alex Smith only threw 15 touchdowns. He wasn't having that good of a season. But despite of Alex Smith's shortcomings, the Kansas City Chiefs were 12-4 and had a first-round bye. And that defense, led by Eric Berry, who had a great season, Derek Johnson and Justin Houston, in a game where they had a bye, held the Steelers to 6 field goals, and the Chiefs still lost. We chose to overlook the shortcomings of Alex Smith, and it hit us in the face come the divisional rounds, when Alex Smith came up short and missed Tyreek Hill on 2 passes, long passes, as well as Jeremy Maclin. Last year against the loss in the Tennessee Titans, we looked over the shortcomings of the defense that was giving up a lot of yards on the ground. Derek Johnson did not have a good season. He was showing his age, but the Chiefs were giving up a lot of yards on the ground last year. Derek Johnson had a great game in the playoff game. He had a monster sack, but our shortcomings were exposed. This year, our shortcomings are the middle linebackers. And when you're ranked 31st in the defense, you're going to we want to know why. Why are we 31st? Why are we 31st? Yes, D Ford's having a great season. And I'm not going to take anything away from him. He needs to have a good season. He needs to keep playing well. But the Chiefs need to keep going. The Chiefs need to address these shortcomings. I know the Chiefs are always way, way out in front of their opponents. So they seem to lose most of their intensity. And we can't lose our intensity going forward in these games. I know because of the schedule, folks. The schedule is so bad right now for the Kansas City Chiefs. And bad, follow me here. It's bad because of the fact that we just played a not very good Cleveland Browns team. We are playing a terrible Arizona Cardinals team next week. Then in 2 weeks, the game the world wants to see, the 8-1 Rams, who just lost an intense game to the Saints, against the 8-1 Chiefs. Well, that's what they are now, the 2 best teams. That's an epic game. Then the Chiefs get a bye on Thanksgiving weekend and then go play a terrible Oakland Raider team. So we're not going to really be able to evaluate a lot of the Kansas City Chiefs shortcomings only in one game in the next month, and that is the Los Angeles Rams. When the Chiefs play the Los Angeles Rams, if the Chiefs lose, I'm not saying they're going to, but if the Chiefs lose that game 48-38, you're going to be thinking, then you'll see, oh, we didn't get the Rams off the field because Todd Gurley had all those yards on the ground. He had 195 yards rushing because the middle linebackers were getting pancake blocked by the offensive guards. And Patrick Mahomes couldn't get on the field because the Rams kept eating the time of possession. Opposing freaking offensive coordinators, especially in the playoffs, are going to take advantage of the Chiefs' shortcomings. It sure as hell ain't on offense. It's on defense. The Chiefs got to, I know Bob Sutton's whole defensive mentality is let's bend but don't break, but that can be exposed in January. I'm not being negative, folks. I'm calling it like I see it. I wrote up in 1995 when the Chiefs had home field advantage. Lynn Elliott was missing extra point after extra point after extra point, but the Chiefs kept winning and winning. So I even called Carl Peterson's show on 101 The Fox because I wanted to talk to Carl Peterson about Lynn Elliott's struggles, even though the Chiefs are winning. I called the Fox 101, and the producer of Carl Peterson's show answered, said, "What do you want to talk about, Shane?" I said, "I want to talk to Carl Peterson about the field goal problem that we're having." And the producer said, "Hold on." And the producer came back to me about a minute later and said, "Carl Peterson doesn't want to talk about the kicking." I said, "Okay, just tell him I said go Chiefs." Hung up the phone. Well, guess what happened? Steve Bono threw 3 interceptions in the playoff game, and Lynn Elliott missed 3 kicks. I'm always going to follow the shortcomings of this team. And 2 years ago, like I said, the Chiefs had a bye, but Alex Smith only threw 15 touchdowns and blew it in the division game. This year, the Chiefs are kicking ass and are the best team probably in the National Football League. But our middle linebackers are still getting manhandled by opposing offensive guards at the second level. These shortcomings need to be addressed. Yes, D Ford's having a good season. I hope we can get Justin Houston back in time for the Rams game. The spread next week without Eric Berry and Justin Houston against the Arizona Cardinals will probably be 12 points. The Chiefs will probably be 12-point favorites against the Arizona Cardinals because they're terrible. But the Chiefs can't be trapped. I don't think they'll be trapped. They'll kick the Cardinals' ass. But the Chiefs got to take advantage of these shortcomings. I'm hoping Ragland and Veach Ragland and Hitchens get something going together because they're our starting middle linebackers. Ben Neiman got on the field and played a little today. Dorian O'Daniel played a little bit more today. But we need to address it. Am I impressed? Hell yes. Let's look at these stats, baby. Let's look at these awesome stats here. Patrick Mahomes was 23 of 32 for 375 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, but that interception was at the Hail Mary for the first half. 375 yards. Kurt Warner said on NFL Total Access on pregame that Patrick wouldn't pass for 300 yards. You're wrong, Kurt. He did. Only the 8th game in a row that Patrick Mahomes has passed for over 300 yards. He continues to break records. Just before halftime, listen to this. With 3,042 yards and 29 passing touchdowns, Patrick Mahomes has more yards and passing touchdowns through 10 career games than any other player since 1950. And the game against the Browns wasn't even over at the time that was written. So, baby, ladies and gentlemen, let's enjoy it. Like I said, the Chiefs will probably be 16 or 18-point favorites next week against the Arizona Cardinals. But we will be here. Shaggyshane will break it down. I'd like to send some shouts to some of my followers, Bob Simon and his son, Noah Simon. What's up, Bob and Noah? You guys kick ass, man. Thank you for following Shaggyshane. And I'd also like to send shouts out to every one of you who continue to follow Shaggyshane on YouTube. The entire Patrick Mahomes family. You know who you are. Pat, Nisha, Betty, Mama Cindy, Trisha. Love you guys. You guys all kick ass. Check out Red Tribe Cinema. I do the voiceovers there along with Lance Twidwell, the original fake Patrick. Lance Twidwell is. Until next Sunday at Arrowhead Stadium, this is Shaggyshane saying until then, I love you, peeps. Arizona, I feel sorry for you. You got to come to Kansas City and play, and it's not going to be pretty. You're running into a great team because you know it's all about a short drive to Arrowhead Stadium next Sunday. I'll see you then. This is Shaggyshane saying, go Chiefs!